Hey Samara beauties, happy Valentine's Day. I am back with another makeup tutorial and I'll be teaching you how I achieve this Valentine's Day inspired look. Now listen, the techniques that I talk about in this tutorial can be used to achieve any look. You can swap out the pink color for something more colorful or muted. So let's get right into it. Favor is back on the channel and I'm really excited. So to cleanse her face, I'm using the Garnier micellar water on a face wipe to gently go over her entire face, and to reintroduce moisture back into her skin, I'm using the vitamin C moisturizing gel moisturizer and I'm gently working this product into her skin with my synthetic flat brush. And to lock in the moisture, I'm using the vitamin E skincare skin oil with the same brush. For the primer, I'm using the primer by Yangabeauty. This primer is mattifying and also creates a smooth base for makeup application. Next up is foundation, but notice how I'm swirling my beauty sponge on my palette, and the reason I'm doing this is to get my makeup evenly distributed on the sponge. That way when I start bouncing my sponge on her skin, the foundation just applies evenly and seamlessly without leaving any patches or splotches. By the way, the foundation I'm using is from Hudabeauty and it's in the shades Cinnamon and Cocoa, and I mixed both shades to achieve her perfect foundation shade. And I just blend until I am satisfied. Next, I'm going to highlight the center of our face, and I mix the Yangabeauty concealer in number 3 and 4, and I'm placing this product in the center of our face where light would naturally hit. That is her forehead, immediate under eye area, bridge of her nose, cupid's bow and chin. I'm doing this with a flat fluffy brush. I'm using only patting motions, that way the product will apply evenly and the blending process will be easy. To contour her face, I'm using the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation in warm walnut. I'm placing the products in the hollows of her cheekbone and around her forehead. I'm going to define her jawline a bit more with the same contour shade. I like to go back in with my beauty sponge to smoothen and push the product into her skin. For cream blush, I'm using the Juviasplace lipstick in Soil, like always, and I'm using the same brush that I used to contour to apply this, and I'll go back in with the sponge to smoothen and push the product into her skin. I'll then use the same sponge to blend out the concealers, which has had time to get tacky and build more coverage. I'm using the pointy part, and if you notice, I have products evenly distributed on the sponge. That way when I go in to blend, the sponge will not lift the product or make it look patchy. And with the actual blending, I'm not trying to move the product around too much. I'm just bouncing the sponge exactly where I place the concealer so that it can melt and marry into the foundation seamlessly. I like to first blend out the harsh lines and then work my way in. Next is to snatch her nose and give it more definition. I mixed equal parts of her foundation and contour shade, and I like to sweep the product into the brows. It looks more natural that way. And another important thing is to make sure that the contour line is straight. I'm also creating shadow at the base of her nostrils to give a more realistic nose contour, and to blend it all out, I'm pinching my beauty sponge to get into all the corners around the nose. Next is to set all the cream and liquid products in place, and I'm using the Lauramercier translucent powder to set the under eye area and everywhere that I have highlighted. To set the contoured area, I'm using the Covergirl Ebony bronzer on a tapered fluffy brush. Because this brush is tapered, it deposits the powder exactly where I need it to go. To intensify the blush, I'm going in with the Juviasplace powder in Bella and Serafina. And to set the rest of her face, I'm using the Milani compact powder in Warm on a big fluffy brush. This brush is a little bit tapered, so I'm using it to kind of reverse contour as well. I also like to use this face powder to set the nose contour because I don't like it looking too harsh. Now for the eye, I'm using the Milani concealer in number 65. The brown shade I'm using is from Juviasplace Zulu palette, and I'm picking up the shade on a small blending brush and just stamping it on the outer corner of her eyes before blending the color into the crease. I repeat the same process on her other eye and just keep going back and forth in a wiper and circular motion until I am satisfied with the blend. I also blended in a darker shade of brown in the outer corner and dragging it towards the temple. For her lid color, I'm gently building up the pigment with shades of white and pink. I wanted the shade of pink to be soft and very feminine, if that makes sense. So I'm just taking my time to do this. I'm also taking time to blend all the shades that I've laid down together. To line her eyes, I'm using the Yangabeauty Gelato gel liner on a small flat liner brush, and then with a small blending brush, I'm going to start smudging and dragging the product towards her temple. I am also applying the same liner on her waterline, and I'm going to go ahead and smoke out her waterline with shades of brown and deep purple. Our lash set is from the Alabaster box from Wynklash, and this set took the whole look from a 50 to 100. If I do say so myself. And to open up her eyes, I'm adding a white shadow in the inner corner and then a white shimmer in the inner corners of her lower lash line for some dramatic effect. So to define her brows, I'm using the browgasm pencil from Didibeauty, and I'm first mapping out the skeleton of the brows before I go in to fill the sparse areas. I'm being super gentle and light-handed to achieve hair-like strokes. To clean up and define her brows, I'm using the Yangabeauty concealer in number 3, and I'm gently buffing and blending it out with a small buffing brush. I'm also going to set her brow hairs in place with the Got To Be brow mascara. I lined her lips with the Didibeauty lip liner in maroon, and I love the shade so much. It pairs well with a lot of lipsticks. And for the center of her lips, I'm applying Nude Charm Matte Bomb lipstick from Makeuprevolution, and I'm blending it into the lip liner with a small blending brush. I decided to brighten up the lip color a bit, and I added the Yangabeauty concealer in number 2 to the Nude Charm lipstick to achieve this softer pink shade. And then I added some gloss, and you guys, tell me that this look is not stunning. And I'm telling you, I couldn't get over how good it turned out in person. To highlight her face, I'm using the Maybelline Face Studio Master Chrome in Molten Gold, and I'm placing it on the highest point of her face. And I'm dusting off the excess powder on her face with a small powder brush, and then I'll set everything with a hydrating setting spray first, and then going with a mattifying one. Of course, I'll let the first spray dry down first before I then go in with the second one. Guys, if you've watched up to this point, please like this video and subscribe to my channel. Let me know in the comment section what you think about this look. Would you wear this look for date night on Valentine's Day? I'll be waiting in the comment section. Thank you guys so much for watching this tutorial, and I honestly hope it helps somebody, and I'll see you in my next video. Until then, love on yourself and take care. Bye.